Ever since China's new leaders came in, there have been talks over the country's controversial forced labor camp system. It's been around for decades and have been accused of committing atrocious human rights violations. On May 9th, a US Congressional Committee held a hearing to discuss this issue.
At a roundtable meeting on May 9th, the US Congressional-Executive Commission on China discussed the system of re-education through labor camp, or RTL camps, under the Chinese regime.
The crux of re-education through labor has been a system of administrative detention with no judicial review, where the police have the authority to send someone to a re-education through labor camp, to incarceration for up to 4 years, based on a very vague set of standards, and again, with no judicial process.
The system is better known as forced labor camps. It's been around since the 1950s and is used to silence dissent. Professor Ira Belkin said the system itself has come under question for violating China's own constitution. These forced labor camps gained attention last year in the US when this woman from Oregon discovered a letter believed to have been written by an inmate in the Masanjia Labor Camp. It detailed grueling conditions for the inmates there, working as forced laborers. Masanjia was further scrutinized at the roundtable discussion with a screening of this newly released documentary, Women Above Ghost Head. New York Times photographer Du Bing interviewed former inmates. They described the camp as, quote, hell on earth. Since the Chinese regime's new leadership came in last November, there have been discussions that the labor camp system could be reformed or even abolished. Some say reform will not be enough.
I think U.S. Congress should strongly urge the Chinese government to abolish RTL, to steer clear from replacing RTL camps with any other extra-legal detention facilities, and to free all the detainees from RTL camps and allow them access to justice in holding their abusers accountable and seeking redress for damages.
Lee recommends that the U.S. should deny entry to Chinese officials responsible for torture or abuse inside these camps, and that their assets should also be frozen overseas. NTD News, Washington, D.C.